I got a bunch of clips from the debate last night here in Georgia. So we're going to talk about the debates, the empty, the no-show by Perdue, as well as all of the ridiculous clips of Kelly Loeffler being ridiculous. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, I really did have a dream last night that it was a whole bunch of white blonde ladies chasing me around Atlanta, calling me Radical Marcus. I posted on Twitter, but I swear to God, last night that was a real. It was like 200 Kelly Loefflers, man, like just chasing me on some zombie movie shit. You know what I mean? And I stay close to that little scene, that little area where in The Walking Dead, I was running away from them, and they were just all calling me radical.
You need to take a goddamn vacation, man.
I know, and it all happened because of that doggone debate, bro.
There you go. Let me add my man Mondale to the conversation. Welcome to welcoming our brother from another mother, Mondale Robinson. We got some clips from Kelly Loeffler last night. Take a look at this first one, and this is when Raphael Warnock. Now, this is the Senate race here in Georgia. Obviously, the big special election that's coming up in January 5th. This is the debate last night. Let's take a look at it here.
It's your turn to ask a question of Reverend Warnock.
Reverend Warnock, in your writings and your teachings, you've repeatedly praised Marxism and the redistribution of income. Can you here and now, for all Georgians, renounce socialism and Marxism?
Listen, I believe in our free enterprise system. And my dad was a small business owner. And during the Great Recession, you know what I was doing? I was leading my church to build a community center where, among other things, we had a financial literacy center that taught people how to repair their credit, create a 700 credit score community, how to create a business, how to buy a home, how to participate in our free enterprise system. Kelly Loeffler, on the other hand, was teaching the big banks how to hide their investments offshore in the Cayman Islands. This is how she spent her career before she went to the Senate. This is what she's been focused on now that she's in the Senate. She was only there 3 weeks. I'm not sure she was fully unpacked when she started dumping millions of dollars of stock trying to protect herself. And she purchased that seat. It's done well for her. The issue is that the people who sold it to her don't own it. And the people of Georgia are coming back to get their seat.
Oh. He had me at the first half. The first half, I was like, but then the second half, I think he kind of nailed it. What are y'all thoughts?
Man, overall, Warnock performed like crap until the end. Like, I'm not saying that in like just to try to pick on him, but like it's what he was capable of, and it's obvious that his debate prep team wanted to make him look like softer because he was on stage with a white woman, right? So we didn't, because to be honest with you, Raphael Warnock should have destroyed Kelly Loeffler last night, and I didn't walk away feeling like that. I walked away feeling like, who's got their reins on you? You are a master speaker, right? You do this for years. You've been doing this for years. You have the side of righteousness and God on your side, right? Like, and you're literally dealing with a thief and a crook, right? Like, right? Like, so expose that. And I will say I didn't like any other debate in his responses until the last statement where he said she lied on Jesus. Now, when at the end when he said
you lied on Jesus,
when the preacher of Ebenezer Baptist Church, Martin Luther King's church, says you lied on Jesus, and he solidified the whole black vote with that one. Even if you're not a Christian, like he just solidified, you lied on Jesus.
What'd you think, Mondale?
Man, black man on stage with a white woman, it's so easy to be the angry black man, Oh, there you go. So I think he did a good job. She just, to me, I couldn't get past her up there looking like a Manchurian candidate. She looked so fake. They're just like not real, no emotions. It's like Vicky the Robot. Y'all remember that show? She reminded that's I was like Vicky
That's
the
what she-
robot grew up. She just grew
look
up.
like-
It was disgusting. I don't know. I didn't like her. She felt emotionless to me.
So, well, that's what a lot of comments are saying, that she was like a robot, a damn robot. I got a couple other clips that might show that a little bit better.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
add something real quick
Yeah.
before we move on?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Stepford Wives?
Yep.
She was like a Stepford wife up there, right? Like that kind of robotic.
Mechanical.
But if you think, mechanical. But if you think about what Republicans like out of their women,
Well, I don't know what do. Nah, I'm like, don't even.
I mean,
answer that.
I mean, they probably like. Here's the thing, right? Like having emotions. First off, I mean, bad people are just bad people, right? But you got to think about what kind of woman supports the Republican Party after seeing Trump disrespect their own and still votes for them, right? Like what kind of person would, it's the same thing with black folks who support Trump at that level, right? Like Trump literally said he grabs women by the pee, and collectively every white woman who voted for him forgave him. So and that looks like Kelly Loeffler.
Yeah. Facts. I feel that. Let's take a look at this Manchurian Candidate. Here's another clip from last night.
And so I'm going to encourage my fellow Georgians to stay safe, to get that vaccine. And we have a great plan to prioritize those communities who need it most, and we will make sure that that's carried out. But my opponent will continue to play politics with the pandemic, telling lies and trying to achieve political objectives that would try to radically change our country at a moment of a pandemic. I'm going to continue to fight for every single Georgian to have the freedoms and the opportunities that they deserve and not be crushed by big government that would have government mandated health care, that would provide free health care for illegal immigrants, that would raise their taxes to pay for government health care, and that would bankrupt Medicare. I'm making sure that Georgians have the resources they need while we keep our taxes and our government low and small.
Lisa, it's your turn to ask a question.
Yeah, somebody said she looked like a dry ass scarecrow. Okay, in other.
It is not Friday. We cannot do to a woman like
can't
that.
cut up. We can't. Why the hell we can't? She
We
stole,
can't.
bro. She traded stocks. She traded stocks on the state of Georgia before she told the state of Georgia that coronavirus was going to come, bro. We lost. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people here. I been talking about her dry, crusty looking ass, looking like.
Yeah, we
Hey,
can.
hey,
Yeah, we can.
Do y'all know anybody? And I asked the Trap Squad this. Do y'all know anybody who's stupid and dumb? Y'all know anybody in your life? Y'all have anybody in your life that you would just say, you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, right? Like anybody like that.
I mean, you catch me on the right day, and that's me. But yeah,
yeah, but on the same token, I'm talking about every day.
Oh, every
Not
day.
at the
Like,
same. Not at the same time. Not at the same time.
But
She's
just
stupid
check
and
this
dumb
out.
at the
Y'all know
same
anybody?
time.
I'm just asking the question. Do y'all know anybody that's that like just like blatantly like you are?
Yes,
slow
yes. I had to slow
motherfucker.
down and think about it, but yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Follow what I'm saying. That person can be a U.S. senator.
Or the president of the goddamn United States of America, for that matter.
Well, we gotta give Georgia credit. Georgia did not elect this woman. Let's just say that.
No, yeah, absolutely not. And she's
She's
not
never
gonna get
won an
reelected.
election. Yeah.
Warnock's going to win. He better slow down with these consultants. Like whoever gave him his debate prep, man. Like I know y'all right down the street, bro, but y'all got to do better than that, man.
See, I do like if you. I don't want to play the man because I don't know him well enough, and maybe we'll interview him to find out. But I don't know, man. Consultants can't tell me shit. Maybe that's why they ain't gonna ever run me for office. Because consultants, I'll listen to you, but when I know you're wrong, I know you're wrong. You can't tell me that the best version of me is to get on television and be restrained. The best version of me is when I let loose. Now, if I slip up and go one step too far, we'd have to deal with it. But I would rather be the best version of me and perform my best than to sit around trying to dot every I, cross every T, and not come off as a scary black man, right? I think America's ready for angry black people because we got the solutions to their problems, quite frankly.
I think that's why there's a certain type of people who are in politics. You know what I'm saying? They always end up jeopardizing or sacrificing black community because they can be told a lot of the times what to do and how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get you on that. I hear you on that. Even like if I had some of these ads that they're running, like
Yep.
Like what? Do no shit like that. Are you serious? 7
Man,
cops
show this man
and
is
me?
powerful. Like, see, cause
I snapped
Raphael,
on him.
I've heard him preach. Like, bro, do your damn thing. Don't let these consultants
Right.
psych you out, man.
Right.
All right, still got more clips. Let's keep going. Here's
Yeah.
another clip from last night. You want to get in there, Marcus, before I play it?
No, your last point was just the most salient thing about our whole conversation. If you ever go to Ebenezer Baptist Church and you listen to this man speak, it is prophetic.
Right.
Straight up.
Right.
It's prophetic. Like the ancient, the black tradition prophetic. He capitalizes on it, and I mean, goddamn, if we're not invoking any of that against this woman, right?
Right.
Like his most powerful asset. Somebody is saying, well, we got to temper that back, right?
Temper what back?
So check this out. This runoff, and then we can move on. But this runoff is about turnout.
Right.
That's it. This runoff ain't about flipping voters. This runoff is about turnout.
Yes.
If you're worried, and who's going to turn out for you? The people who voted for you the first time, and who are those people? Black people. You want to increase the amount of black people. So when you don't have your prophetic speeches going on to energize your base, and you're not doing the same thing you did at the pulpit, who is telling you this bad information?
Right.
Like,
right.
Like, why can't we
but
ever?
I also feel like he should, like, is it? Do y'all think it's because this is his first political run, as far as I know? Because why wouldn't he just trust himself? He's a grown ass man. He's been doing this. He's been speaking to public people for like what, 30 years? Like, is it because he's new and he's just like trusting these consultants when he should really be trusting his gut?
He's new. You have to have, for a campaign to work, you got to have a certain amount of trust for your consultants. You do. And even if they're giving you bad information, you can't have angst there. So of course he's listening to his consultants. And of course his consultants are probably, white people from outside the state. I mean, he might have his direct consultant. Now we know he's getting advice from Stacey. We know he's getting advice from, probably, the folks around the metro Atlanta area. But I mean, you could tell by the police commercial that there's somebody white that's giving him and telling him, hey, also, we need to slow down a little bit on the rhetoric and your tone and the radical. We don't want to scare the white people. White people ain't voting for you.
They not in Georgia. You gonna get the white folks who gonna vote for you in Georgia already know they're gonna vote for you, and they've already committed to voting for you. You're not.
And they ain't afraid. They ain't afraid for you to say, the truth. Because that's what I try to tell people. When Republicans are running ads saying you're for defund the police, they're talking to Republicans. Right. Why then do you go back and speak to that? You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to go out and say, I'm running an entire ad every commercial break of a football game saying that you are not for defunding the police? It's because you're speaking to those same Republicans. You're not speaking to your base. Republicans don't run ads speaking to Democrats' base. They run ads to scare the hell out. They run ads to scare the hell out of Republicans. Period. And Democrats fall right into it. It's like you're missing the opportunity to talk to your base, or excite your base, or motivate your base, or mobilize your base to speak to the Republican base, and that's tragic. And it's also a flawed strategy that they've been doing, like Marcus said, trying to court the white vote. And the tragic part of it is you do it at the expense of the black vote.
Right. Exactly that. Let's take a look at this next clip real quick. More of the exchange from last night.
Thank you so much. Senator Leoffner, when you received the private briefing regarding the coronavirus pandemic, you dumped millions of dollars of stock in order to protect your own investments. And then weeks later, when there came an opportunity to give ordinary Georgians an extra $600 of relief, you said you saw no need and called it counterproductive. Why do you think it's counterproductive to help ordinary Georgians in the middle of a pandemic?
Well, thank you for that question, because I've been completely exonerated. Those are lies perpetrated by the left-wing media and Democrats to distract from their radical agenda. Since I got to the Senate, I've worked hard to deliver relief to Georgians during this pandemic, and I'm continuing to do that. But look what Democrats have done. They have stood for stonewalling relief that I voted for twice in the Senate to deliver relief to families, to farmers, to schools and hospitals. They're playing politics. That's what they're using their lies to cover up. The fact that they don't have a positive agenda to lift Georgians up. They want to defund the police, raise your taxes, implement the Green New Deal that would crush jobs and opportunity. And what I'm working on is making sure that we can get the economy going again, that we can drive forward after this pandemic. And I've been working side by side for my colleagues to make sure that we get that done, and we have delivered results. $47 billion that I brought here to Georgia saved 1.5 million jobs at small businesses.
Who got that money?
I was just sitting here
Who got
waiting.
that money?
I was just sitting here waiting for that hair to dance off her head and walk away like Cousin It.
Hey, just walk away.
Walk the fuck away like Cousin It ass hair.
Where is that money? Like, she said she brought all those millions of dollars back to Georgia.
She brought them back to her portfolio. That's what she talking about.
That's what I'm about to say.
That's the money she saved on those stock changes.
Hey, didn't she say at some point that she doesn't have a racist bone in her body?
Yeah, I got that clip too.
Hey, I don't have a black bone in my body.
Exactly right. Like, I don't have a munchie bone in my body. Like, I ain't sitting right here ready to go eat some damn. Anyway, that's a weed joke. Here we go. Let's take a look at the next one. Here we go.
Blues team, one last question.
Senator, should members of Congress be barred from trading stocks?
It's the wrong one.
No, let it go. Let it roll.
What's at stake here in this election is the American dream. That's what's under attack. When they attack me for a lie, a left-wing media lie, conspired with the Democrats by, this is an attack on every single Georgian who gets up every day to work hard to provide a better life for their family, who wants to live the American dream. It's a distraction from the real issues, not the conspiracies in this election. What's at stake is the future of our country, our freedoms to live the American dream. To
okay, our freedoms to read.
Hey, you know, when she mentions radical liberal, I want y'all to understand something. That's a dog whistle in itself, right? They associate Black Lives Matter with radical liberal, but even more so, I just want y'all to understand something. This is why we rail against the moderate Democrats so much, because when a moderate Democrat sees that, they are concerned that other white people are concerned about that. Right? This is why we rail on them so much. Like, when you center whiteness, you're afraid that other white people, you're not thinking about what everybody else thinks about what that woman is saying right now. Because when she says radical liberal, like, I don't think many black folks don't give a damn, right? And I don't think that, right, because, I mean, to be honest with you, all of our heroes at some point were radical liberals, except Barack. But
he was at one point, at least in his head. Go ahead.
Pre-Barack, all of our heroes.
I was about to lose that. I leaned in. I'm like, Marcus, I leaned in. I was like, what the fuck? And then he said,
right.
Go ahead, Marcus.
So, I mean, listen.
Playing.
So check this out.
Too early in the morning for that shit.
You got white consultants on both sides. You got a white woman on stage, and the only thing black is Raphael Warnock in this whole equation.
and all the voters. At least the voters you need to win.
And all the voters, right? But instead of leaning into the blackness, right? And you can lean into blackness and also not be trying to intimidate the stiff white woman, because last night it looked like, you know, air could have bounced off of her. She was so stiff. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. So my question is,
you said air would have bounced off of her? Just like,
like she was just stuck there. So this is what Kelly Loeffler is what happens when you center white.
And I brought 47 million to Georgia, and the radical agenda, and the left, and the right, and the orange, and the green. She was just saying every damn thing. They got to the point where she fucked around and put the "by" at the end of her sentence. This is a smear campaign. Democrats buy. What? Like, what are you doing? Like,
that was the end of her.
She inverted her stuff. I'm like, damn, all your talking points ran out. It's like the computer. It's like there's no more RAM on this computer. This motherfucker's at the end.
Bro, no, that's what that shit shut down. Hey, y'all have Macs, man. She shut down like your Mac. Like people lied to me and said MacBooks never really crash or get viruses, bro.
Oh, come on,
my joint shut down like Kelly Loeffler did last night. Just
too much going on.
and she did, and she was done, bro. Here's another clip.
I'm telling you, we got to get a clip of Vicky the Robot. I swear to God, bro.
I want to do the drugs that Kelly Loeffler does. I do.
But does she do
it's
drugs?
called whiteness, man.
Drug.
She's
Well,
on,
then let me snort some whiteness.
She back there licking toads, the back of white supremacist toes and getting high. Here we go. Here's another one.
Greg Bluestein, one last question.
Senator, should members of Congress be barred from trading stocks?
Yes.
What's at stake here in this election is the American dream. That's what's under attack. When they attack me for a lie, a left-wing media lie, conspired with a Democrat spy, this is an attack on every single Georgian who gets up every day to work hard to provide a better life for their family.
Right then?
Who lie.
I got to rewind it. I missed it. Hang on. Here we go.
Via lie, conspired with a Democrat spy. This is an attack on.
Wait a minute.
I missed that last night.
I missed that. Well, you were serious.
That last night.
You were serious. I thought you were just clowning her. She really did that. Look at how she ran out of words. Remember, you used to have to, like, way back in the day for computer work, you used to feed it stuff. You have to use to feed it sheets of paper. Like somebody got the paper goddamn jammed or radical liberal by. Here she go. Watch her.
That's what's under attack. When they attack me for a lie, a left-wing media lie, conspired with a Democrat spy, this is an attack.
Bro,
I told you.
How many times did she do that? Wait a minute.
Now I'm going back and watch the debate and look for those.
Hold on. Hey, she's one step away from having a syntax error.
Exactly, bro.
She like an old Atari, boy. Atari looking at senator.
If a 404 cannot be found was a person, that is Kelly Loeffler. Let's take a look at the rest. Let's watch the
left-wing media lie, conspired with a Democrat spy. This is an attack on every single Georgian who gets up every day to work hard to provide a better life for their family, who wants to live the American dream. It's a distraction from the real issues, not the conspiracies in this election. What's at stake is the future of our country, our freedoms to live the American dream.
Oh, man, give me a break.
I need a charge.
Danger, white people. Danger, white people.
Yeah, exactly. Code red, black man's running for Georgia State.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Hey, look, it said that. You know, people get the Botox and make the lines in their forehead not appear, right?
Oh my God,
paralyze their forehead. It's like she got Botox in her soul. Like, who froze her soul like that? Like she got
Botox on her motherboard, bro. Like, bye.
Well, man, that's
here we go. I got more clips. We got all the clips.
A chance to respond to that, and then we'll have one last question before we get to closing statements.
Hang on. I think this is the same way.
Well, that's incredibly sad, these comments that he's made. I mean, first of all, there's not a racist bone in my body. I have worked to bring communities together my entire life. But this is really terrible coming from someone who has divided people continually. He's called on Americans to repent for their worship of whiteness.
That's the best thing I've ever heard. America, you need to repent and be washed in the blood of liberation from white supremacy. Good, but yeah.
She's a Cylon, man.
Wait, I don't even know what a Cylon is.
Battlestar Galactica, just go back and watch it. She's literally like a numbered Cylon. She's a robot, bro.
I never got into Battlestar Galactica, and as much as I love science fiction, everybody says like that's a real one.
Oh, Battlestar Galactica. First off, Kelly Loeffler is one of the 7 robots, and Battlestar Galactica literally is probably one of the best sci-fi series ever.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
It's one of them. Yeah,
it's
long.
Trek.
It's long. It's up there. I mean, it's not. Okay. It's one
worthwhile.
story.
It's worthwhile.
It's worthwhile. And I'm not talking about the old school one. I'm talking about the new school one. But she reminds me of a Cylon.
Well, amazing. Fascinating. I have a lot more. I am actually going to watch Battlestar Galactica now, even though I've been putting it off for obviously how it's older than me, isn't it?
Ben, that clip, I thought you played that clip right there because she got torched on the internet for that. It's not a racist bone in my body.
Yeah. I mean, but
could have had fun with her.
That's what racist people do. Like,
exactly.
Twitter ripped them apart.
Whenever I hear that's not a racist bone in my body, I immediately look at that person like, "Where's I got to go back and find a racist part." Yeah, this person is this person.
No, they make Mondale. They make that statement and they say "nigga" in their head. There's not a racist bone in my body, and they're thinking "nigger."
Bro, why am I'm looking for a video of John Ossoff right now because he had a couple of decent moments last night. What I really want to juxtapose is how everyone is pushing him to be tough and everyone's pushing Warnock to be timid.
But you know why, Ben? We talk about the anger of white men in this country and how America, cowtails and bow down to angry white men.
That's
but it's not true.
Especially when you look like a young Brooks Brothers suit.
Well, speaking of, as I'm looking for it on Twitter, why is one of the search results? You know how I just put in John Ossoff. Better than all that. Let me just show y'all what I put in this and what's coming up. Like, white people, what is wrong with y'all? Why do y'all do some of this stuff? Look up here when I'm searching. Can you see my search engine over here?
Your boy? Ben,
John Ossoff. Yeah, what, Terrence right there?
Your boy on who's the interviewing the white guy?
Oh yeah, that's your boy. That's your boy. That's look at the
the one that was crying. He gonna go home. He gonna cry when he go home.
Was he crying?
No.
Anyway,
he was laughing about Trump losing.
Y'all are distracted by this, so let's play this video. What is this cat doing? Let's.
But anyway. But in the meantime, December 14th is so important. We have to get this governor in here. Governor Kemp, Brian Kemp, has to give an order to have a Congress meeting or whatever they do, their legislators, and pull Georgia down and don't give it to Biden.
Mr. Pillow.
Yes. Who they give it to, don't give it to Biden
right now.
and find out all your corruption. Because if you pull down Georgia, Pennsylvania, and crooked Nevada, now nobody has 270, and then it goes to the December 14th vote, and Donald Trump wins the election.
Wow, I love your passion and motivation.
How do you not put people in prison?
Okay, anyway, that's Mr. Pillow.
Yeah, that's Mr. Pillow.
They try to put on pressure on Georgia, and they're doing anything they can. Like it's funny.
The beautiful part.
It is. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Not a mask to be found in that entire place.
The papers going to come on tomorrow. Both of them. Yo, I don't care about these people, man. I want Donald Trump to come. I want him to keep doing rallies in Georgia.
Bro, he's gonna depress his own turnout.
They ain't telling people to go vote. Yeah, they ain't telling people to vote. They telling people, don't vote. Come get these Republicans down here and make them say what Donald Trump is saying. Like what? That he want to steal an election?
I mean, the shroud of integrity. Like you get if the moment that Republicans show any moment of integrity, like just a tiny bit of integrity, and they're like treated like crap by their own people.
By their own people.
Right.
Yo,
even his integrity of just doing
pillows are trash, man.
Man. This audience, they have the only people worse than the three of us is our audience, man. Like get the audience roasting these clowns, and it's a damn rap. But they really, Marcus, you said something important there, man. They if a Republican does their job, but that job, they did an effective job, right? But that job doesn't give them the results that they want, then they're going to turn on that Republican. And they're eating themselves alive, left and right, man. That's beautiful.
It's called
because it's because they forgot that they were the party of whiteness. That's what Donald Trump's 74 million people are trying to tell them. Like, hey, don't forget, we are the party of whiteness. Do not support anything other than that. And when you do, even if it's factual, we're coming for you. Especially if it's factual and against Donald Trump, we're coming for you. So they're not here. They don't even got talking points. They can't say radical left when they talking about Kemp, but they done made Kemp seem like he on our side of the aisle, and we know damn well Kemp is a problem, a big problem.
Yeah, but I mean that's because they're playing off of they're playing our game with us, right? They know that Democrats want to be Republicans, right? So to be honest with you, Brian Kemp, I'll say it. Brian Kemp is a
don't say it. Don't say it.
You saw we all looked up. We all perked up like,
Yeah.
whoa,
I went from looking
what's
at the
coming in?
comments to looking up.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, where's he going with this one?
Brian Kemp is
let me play this clip of oh no, finish that thought, bro.
No, I'm finished with that thought.
Okay,
No,
well, here's a
Marcus,
clip.
No. We know you finish with your thought when you say bye at the end of your thought. You know, Brian Kemp is bye.
Brought to you in part by.
I don't want to say any more about Brian Kemp. Bye.
Here is all right. I'm gonna play the clip of John Ossoff. This is from their last debate together. I think this is about a month and a half old. David Perdue did not show up to last night's debate, and I got a feeling this is why.
Well, perhaps Senator Perdue would have been able to respond properly to the COVID-19 pandemic if you hadn't been fending off multiple federal investigations for insider trading.
It's not Ether.
Somebody put a beat on it.
It's not just that you're a crook, Senator. It's that you're attacking the health of the people that you represent.
Is that
you did
Ether?
say COVID-19 was no
That's Ether underneath. That's awesome.
You did say there were.
Wait, hang on. Let me stop playing that before BMG coming, whichever record label comes and shut the stream down. But anyway, you could hear the music underneath. They were playing Ether, and John Ossoff literally ethered that man so badly that he refuses to debate. Now, I love it. Good on him. Good on John Ossoff. I think that's how every Democrat should handle themselves, right? But and we already know the answer, but we got to discuss it. Why is Warnock being told to be timid when everyone is running around celebrating John Ossoff being so bold?
Because there is an organic issue with straight black men within the Democratic Party.
Expound. Because I would just say it's an issue of they don't want anybody black being.
I don't have to. I would say anybody black, but first there still is a problem with blackness across the board, but there's a special kind of ignorance about how to deal with straight black men within the Democratic Party, and that comes from talking points. They want to make, if we're soft, they want to make us hard. If we're hard, they want to make us soft, right? Like you can never be your authentic self as black people within the Democratic Party. And I'm gonna say that it's not a local conversation, right? I think it has been like some national folks had to say, well, this is how you got to come across. Somebody probably showed. I wonder where they're getting the data from, because all this has to be. Because I know. Yeah. Listen, man. I
got to give the people giving them a little bit of that inside joke for it to be.
Well, okay.
Go ahead, Marcus.
No, I just want to finish my point. I'll let Mondale go there, right? But all I'm gonna say is that, like, they have to change him to make sure that they appeal to a moderate voter that is not in Georgia, that doesn't live in the state of Georgia, right? In a turnout race, we're trying to appeal to moderate white
Republicans, people,
right? In a turnout race, so that's where all this is coming from, right? Like, Kelly Law. Take it from me. I'm a preacher, and I've been talking to God, talking through God for years. Kelly Loeffler is a piece of shit. Something like that,
bro. Kelly Loeffler is the closest thing to the devil that we have here on earth. Anybody who would take their money and be more concerned about their portfolio than the well-being and the lives of their constituents is the closest thing that we have to the devil on earth, and I don't apologize for it. See, Raphael Warnock could have buried her last night, but they too busy trying to rein him in, and they letting this kid that, good on him. I mean, he's running, maybe he'll win, but I'm just tired that he's been let loose. And Warnock, Ossoff is being let loose and celebrated, and Warnock is being caged in and not condemned because he's doing it all nice. And they would condemn him if he showed the same energy that John Ossoff showed. The Democrats,
they're not even gonna let him get there.
Get that far, right?
They're not even gonna let it happen.
Here's the empty podium. Here's the empty podium from David Perdue last night. Take a look.
Perdue declined to participate. John Ossoff, you may now ask the question that you would have asked him and answer that question yourself. You have 90 seconds.
Damn.
I appreciate that.
Damn. Wow.
Well, it's a strange situation to be asking a
Why
question.
is he looking at the podium like the man?
A sitting United States senator,
'Cause he petty,
who is not here to debate, as he asks for the votes of the people to be reelected. Senator Perdue, I suppose, doesn't feel that he can handle himself in debate.
Damn.
Or perhaps is concerned that he may incriminate himself in debate.
Oh, damn, not the fifth.
Both of which, in my opinion, are disqualifying for a U.S. senator seeking re-election. He may not wish to be asked questions, for example, about his trades in Regions Bank,
looking at the damn podium,
while he championed legislation to benefit the firm, or his trading of defense contractor stocks while he directed taxpayer dollars to them. But whatever the reason that Senator Perdue is not with us today, I think what I would ask him is why he continues to oppose $1,200 stimulus checks for the American people at this moment of crisis. Why he fought against them in the first place, and why he isn't in Washington right now championing direct financial relief, stimulus checks directly for an American people who are suffering. If I had the opportunity to ask the senator a question, if the senator were not too much of a coward to debate in public, then that's what I'd ask him.
Bruh. So good on him, but y'all better let Warnock be himself and let loose.
I'm just gonna say this right here. As hard as it is, and I know as problematically moderate that guy is, he's starting to grow on me a little bit.
That's because they're letting him be authentic, or at least hardcore.
Well,
yeah, I don't know if that's authentically him. I don't know if that's authentic, but at least
yeah.
It's
So they got a different strategy for him than they do for Warnock, is what you're saying. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Ben. Listen, this is the dominance that run campaigns. Why in the hell would Purdue's people tell him not to show up? Yo, him looking at that podium and you're not there, that signals you're not there for Georgia. So much can be said and used and will be said and used about you not showing up. And the man call you a coward on TV when you are
bro.
You're supposed after you're not even beyond the senator, like when you are supposed to be fighting for the state of Georgia in DC, what they call the swamp, right? When you're supposed to be fighting for Georgia up there, all it looks like now is you too scared to debate this little young white man here in Georgia. We know you ain't doing our job or the job for us up there, right? And furthermore, it plays into the idea that you've been absent. You're an absent senator. Now he has a whole podium to look at and say and run ads about. Man, I bet you there's emails in my inbox right now from Ossoff with a picture of that empty podium raising money off of that. I guarantee it.
And if they're not, they need to fire their fundraising team and get somebody to get that shit out quick, sooner rather than later.
Go ahead. Look right now because I know it is.
If there's not a billboard with Ossoff on the empty podium, like that, see, that's innovative.
Marketing.
They don't pay.
Don't give it to them for free.
They ain't paying me.
Yeah, don't give them to them for free. But I might take it over to Really American and tell them to send you a commission check for the idea. Right. That should be a billboard, right? Really Americans putting billboards all over this place. So, but it's a good idea. So I don't want to see that idea up there, Justin, unless you wrote this man a check. So that said, we got so much going on. We're gonna take a pause. Any other thoughts before we move to the next story about the debates from last night and everything that's happening?
Well, just that I lied. I said it was going to be in there this morning. It was in there last night. I'm telling you.
The empty podium, bro. The empty podium. They thought that they were doing something with Barack Obama when they did the empty chair with Clint Eastwood back in the 2012.
But it was bad.
It was horrible.
Because Clint Eastwood was racist and it just looked stupid, right?
It just wasn't together. It was like poorly planned, and they didn't say.
This was a debate totally by the Atlanta Press Club. You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta Press Club, everybody across the entire country watching it, and he got to call David Perdue a coward for not showing up.
Not showing up for Georgia.
Yeah. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at Benjamin P. Dixon. You see my Twitter handle at the bottom. We got some exciting things coming up real soon, especially including tomorrow. I'll leave that to Marcus to talk about. Marcus, tell everybody how to get up with you and what's coming up.
Yeah, it's Marcus for America on Twitter and Instagram. Marcus Ferrell on Facebook. Old Man Politic on Twitch. I just did my first live last week. Y'all go check it out. And also, lastly, you can check out my website, That's www.marcusferrell.com. Tomorrow, my friend, my mentor, my brother, damn near father figure, Dr. Cornel West will be joining us tomorrow here on Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap at 8:30. 8:30, Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. Dr. Cornel West will be joining us. And let me tell y'all something, Trap Squad. Dr. West called us. That's right. Dr. West saw our Obama episode and said, I got to get in on that action.
He appreciate the way we drag Obama on this show. But we drag him with love and respect, and Dr. West knows how to do the same thing. So right. He's coming tomorrow. Shout out. Hey, real quick before you finish, everybody put some acorns up in the chat room for Dr. West coming. Put some squirrels. Let me see some squirrels and some acorns, some nuts. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time tomorrow. So Dr. Cornel West tomorrow at 8:30 on Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. Mondale.
I'm super stupid excited right now. That's it. I'm super stupid excited. Dr. Cornel West is going to be here tomorrow. So
yeah,
I am definitely going to learn something tomorrow. I'm just going to bring my pen and pad and laugh and also learn. So I'm super excited
now
about
listen,
that.
y'all cutting off as dude. Don't y'all be cutting off Professor.
Oh, no.
I know it's me. I know I'm the main one who be cutting people off. But
yeah, I like the introspective Ben. Y'all cutting off ass dudes. I mean me. Thank you, Ben.
You know, hey man, I keep it 100, even too much sometimes. But go ahead. What you were saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm at Mondale Robinson. See the Twitter handle down the bottom. I'm we got some good stuff going on over here.